Well, hello boys and girls. Today we're going to be looking at a new piece of software from DxO, which is PureRaw 5. Now I have had a quick look at this to see how it's all doing. It's still in the beta stages, so there are some quirky little parts, but let's look at this together and see what we can get. Now DxO PureRaw 5 is ideal for someone which has already got a editing software suite and they just want the incredible results you can get from getting rid of the noise and also increasing the focus these days. Now I have set aside these few images because they are actually let's load up another piece of software. Nothing to do with DxO, and as you can see I've actually had DxO for quite some time, starting with DxO PureRaw 3, and I've also got the PhotoLabs, which is going to have the brand new software which is still waiting to come out at the moment. Now this software is called Fast View and it's absolutely brilliant. Sorry, it's called Fast Stone and it's absolutely brilliant. Now this is a good piece of software. If you grab two, these are different images, but if you grab two, you can look at them side by side and it gives you all of the information. So it tells you that this was taken at 1/640 per second at f6.3, which is the best you can get out of the Z800mm lens, and we got the ISO at 4500 on the left side, and then on the right side, which has been taken at 1000 seconds, you got ISO at 72,000. What you can then do is, if we go into, let's go those two images to start with, and then we can do a preview at the same time. Now on the left hand side is the original, and on the right hand side is the expected outcome. This is actually very useful, and you can see on the left hand side what it looks like, and on the right hand side the expected outcome. Now there is various other things you can do, so this is actually out of focus, it's not brilliant photo, this is why I chose it. But obviously it's got its tongue out and it's a little bit a quirky one. So we can actually increase the lens sharpness if you want to do that, and that's without lens sharpening, that's with lens sharpening. Let's also go into this one here, which we were looking at earlier, and you'll see again on the left we got the original, and on the right we got the outcome. Now if the lens was in focus, then I would actually recommend hardly using the sharpening, because it gets all this, it looks too AIE for me. And this is using Deep Prime XD2. Now XD3 is not available quite yet, but when that comes out, I assure you I will be reviewing that. There you go, that's quite nice. Let's go and have a look at a couple of other ones. Now even if you do have a good shot, that is a pretty good shot, even if I say so myself. This also comes into its own, just getting that little bit clearer and getting rid of some of those ISO noises. Very sorry to interrupt everyone, I got some exciting news from DxO. They are currently doing 20% off this Easter weekend of everything. And what great timing when they just released their brand new DxO PureRaw 5 software, which will also update automatically in PureLabs if you want an all-in-one package. The discount includes 20% off PureRaw, PureLabs and Nikon collection, which gives you an incredible saving. All you need to do is follow the link below or follow the QR code, which will take you to my website, and you can click on the various different links on the various different softwares for you to download and use the discount code on that page. Once again, I'm very sorry to interrupt, but I need to do this to help support this channel and keep it running. Now let's get back to the video. The other thing you can do if you really want to save time is you can select all of them. As you can see, we can select all of them, we can give them all the same treatment now as a quick way to doing this. Let's leave a little bit of lens sharpening, but not much, and then we can process now. and we'll let them process. They're being processed now. You've got a little clock in the corner which tells you that it has been put down for processing. And you'll export as a DNG. A DNG is still actually a raw file. So you've still got the capabilities of changing all the colours the same as what you normally do. Let's do a comparison of these few while we're there. Let's press F5 so we've got them all there. And again, let's select those two, and you'll see the one which is on the left is the original, the one which is on the right is the amended. Again, it's not a perfect image, but that is a lot better. I can then take that image into, for me personally, I take it into a Affinity Photo. Affinity did have a offer where they had Affinity 2 trial for quite some time. I think it was 6 months. I personally don't see the upgrade options for me. It's not worthwhile because I've got DxO PureRaw. And I got DxO PureRaw for a great price. Let's do... It's been a while since I've actually used this software. White balance. Now for me personally, I would probably go more towards the darker side. Give myself this curve. Yeah, that's better. Let's take some of that highlights out, just not too many. Obviously this is a very quick, very quick edit. Unfortunately it's more of her in focus than her. But, oh, there you go, that's done. Obviously these are 45 megapixel images. If you're curious, this was taken on the Z8. And they were all taken using the 800mm Z lens, which is an f6.3, which means you do get some noise, especially when you've been taking pictures of hares, which I've been looking for quite some time, and I finally found a place which is, I'm almost guaranteed to see them, and there's about 7 or 8 there. I can't share it unfortunately because of all the coursing which has gone on. Infinity. Okay, and we will grab all 3 of those actually. And again, you can go in there and grab all 3 of those and you'll see the difference. So what have we got? So we got the finished version on the right. So that's the Affinity finished version. The middle one is the noise reduction from DxO PureRaw 5, and then we got the raw file, which is the NEF for Nikons. Let's try another one. That was quite a bad one. Let's go to a good one, or what I consider a good one. See, that's a very nice one. Let's do this one then. Compare side by side. On the left hand side we have still got the raw file, and on the right hand side we have got the amended file. You'll see, especially if you look into the background, that that background is as smooth as butter, people. Lovely jubbly. We can zoom in a little bit and you'll see that's lovely. You can almost see me in the eye. You can see horizon in the eye there. This was taken at 1/500th of a second at f10 using the Z800mm with the TC converter, which is 1.4, making it a much longer lens, so 1120mm. And I've got the ISO down to 250 just because I brought that shutter speed down a lot. And again, let's go and put that into And we're just going to do, again, this is raw, so we can do the normal curve adjustments. Let's do that. Brighten up a little bit, actually. My points, yeah, there we go. Brightness, yeah. Clarity, a little bit. Contrast, I want a lot of contrast. I don't want to leave. Okay. Jobs are good. And we can export that the same as before. And let's have a look at these all side by side. Same order, original on the left, middle is the DxO PureRaw 5 export, and then on the right hand side we have our amended image made in Affinity. And I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. Quite happy with that one. By the way, if you want to buy my photos, you can go to rpcamera.pictures to be able to buy my photos in various different things, about 300 different items you can buy them on. These will be going up fairly soon as well. If you haven't got your own software, you can use, let's quickly go over that, you can use PhotoLabs. Now I have been kindly sent this to review and to process my images on because I'm in part of the affiliate program. However, as you can see, I originally had the DxO PureRaw free and I've been using it since. I was so impressed with it, that's why I contacted them. Let's amend this one. You can also get Nikon collection as well if you want something a little bit more advanced. Let's go to here, then we can do the prime. We can then do the normal type of things. And what I'm going to do is copy and paste. You'll find out why in a bit. Okay, and for this one I just want to bring down those colours a little bit. I do want to contrast a bit more. These are never going to be exactly the same. And then let's have a look at the colours. There we go. And those highlights as well. Let's bring down those highlights, which in this one will make a difference. Okay. And we're also going to, in the copy, instead of going through this, we're just going to go through and do the DxO noise reduction. It does show a preview on here what it expects the results are going to be. I'm very much looking forward to this being updated, so it's the same as DxO PureRaw 5 when that gets the next version, which is going to be XD3. And from here we can actually go to the Nikon collection, so the Nikon collection, to make some changes to. Oh, I chose the wrong thing, haven't I? No, I haven't. Ignore me. And here you can do the same basic adjustments as well. If you wanted something really weird, why not? Just bring that brightness down, the contrast up, saturation up. And you can also do, say for example here, there we go, that's a bit better. Some details, extractions for the background mainly only, so we can make that a little bit more blurred if you want to do that. We can add a bokeh effect as well if you wanted only the facing. Focus. And we can also do, where is it? A lens vignette if you wanted to add that as well. I'm using the complete wrong bit. Let's try that bit. That's why it wasn't working. There you go. change the size and change the shape as well. Okay, and then apply. Let's export this one as well. So we've got this one. Let's go and put it to the same place. When you do make changes in PureLabs, you'll see it's actually a non-destructive way of making changes, i.e. this original file will always remain the same. It's that file which will get the details on what changes need to be done. This is the export from PureLabs. This is what it originally looked like before Nick Collection got hold of it, and this is the export from the Nick Collection and what it looks like after the edits have been done to it. So quite a few little minor changes to them, all on the same photo. I'm still working on these, but there you go, that's one of them. I particularly like that photo. And if you really take your time, that is the difference you can get. On the left hand side is the actual finished product, and then on the right hand side you've got the original raw file. Thank you so much for watching. This is a very quick video and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm putting it together and I'm going to upload it. Don't forget to take advantage of that 20% off. That's only available during the Easter weekend. So that will be gone on Monday. So it's well worth it. You can save up to £95 if you buy the whole package.